Let the Lord save me. Every day I pray that the streets don't take me. Every day I pray.
A divine diva has a branded identity. Sit back, relax, and discover yours. In 3, 2, 1. Hey divas, thank you for dropping by and hanging out with me for a little bit. I'm just now starting to get my voice back, and as you can hear, it still ain't all the way back. We have to trudge on, even though we have these little encounters with within ourselves. And so really that's what I want to talk to you today about, divas, is fortitude. Making sure that your diva fortitude is in full gear. And when I say full gear, I mean that you have on everything that you need to accomplish what it is that you're set out to do. So really today, I'm really talking to you about some of my own personal journey, and having to make up my mind that I was strong enough to walk into the manifestation of everything that's headed my way right now, or that has popped up. And when I talk about fortitude, and fortitude is nothing more than strength of your mind. And what I have been realizing is that the biggest battle that you're going to have to fight is the one inside yourself. Yeah, the obstacles around you, of your environment, the people, they come. Yeah, they do come. But then it's you. If you can never get beyond yourself or what you think, you're hindering your own progress. I know I was hindering mine, almost to the point that where I was just ready to totally just give up. Everything that I had been working toward and believing for all these years, and when it started to come, it started overwhelming me. And I'm like, can I do this? And then there was all those doubts and all those fears that showed up. I'm talking about those things that show up in the middle of the night when nobody else is around. When there's nobody else to talk to, and you have to deal with yourself and anxieties and worrying about this, that, or the other. That's where your fortitude kicks in. That's where you have to stand up and get beyond yourself. And it's one of those things, whose report are you going to believe? That of your own mind, or that which you believe that was promised to you? And that's where I was. The people around me, yes, people can say things. That's why you have to be very careful about who you let in your ear. I'm telling you, divas, that the power of association, it can be a make or a break. And I'm not talking about the people that you are seen with, or your girls, your friends, but the closer people are to you, the more access they have to say things to you. They have the capability to try to change the vision that you've been given. And your focus is redirected toward what they're saying and not what you're supposed to be doing. If you allow them, they can become some of the biggest distractions. They can put you in places in your mind. This is all in your mind, to where you're actually doubting your goal. And when you're doubting your goal, you could be doubting your destiny. So divas, when I'm talking about fortitude, I'm talking about strength to encounter yourself, your associations. And when I'm talking to you about your associations, I'm not definitely not trying to tell you that all of these people are your haters. No. Sometimes when you have shared your vision or somebody is walking with you in your vision, they have their own fears and they're expressing their fears to you. So what ends up happening, their fears become a part of your fears. Even if it's to the point where they're scared for you, or they think that what you're doing, that no, this has not ever been done before. No, this is not how you're supposed to do this. Or they have their own ideas about what success looks like. And they transfer their emotions over onto you. But in those areas, divas, we've got to stop being receivers of everybody else's fear and everybody else's emotions. I have a prime example for you, something that just recently happened to me. And this came from somebody who is walking with me in the vision. And I took on their fears. It was an emotional transference that occurred. And whoa, did I allow it to send me on a journey. I literally laid in the bed this week and was feeling so defeated that I was going to cancel the rest of this year's events because I had been listening to people, because I was doubting, can I say, walking in no faith. When I came to myself and realizing that, yes, I can, and I will. And we woke up on a mission to accomplish that which we had set out to do. Is the journey over? No. Will I have to have this conversation with myself again? Yes, probably so. As we continue to grow? Yes, probably will. I think it's inevitable. Every level of success, you're gonna have to pull out your fortitude, divas. I put a post out on Facebook about a week or so ago, and things that we have been believing for over a year, and those things started to come to pass. But it's like, now that you got it, what you gonna do with it? What's your first step? And it tickled me once the announcement came. Many people thought that I was opening a restaurant, and little did they understand that all that space just to feed people who need, feed those who are underprivileged. A lot of people think that I'm crazy, but I don't care. I really don't. I have to do what I feel like I'm assigned to do. Nourishment. That's why I come on this podcast. This is how this podcast started. And believe you me, it was not only about nourishing you, it was also about nourishing myself. I'm not one of those who speaks all the time and never learns. I learn. This podcast has generated many, many fruitful conversations, not just in Arkansas, but across the U.S. And I thank you for those conversations. I thank you for the feedback. I thank you just for showing up to listen. Fortitude, divas. Look in yourself. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with some positive, noted people. Very, very important. Your support system has got to be on point. And I think I want to end today with this. As you're working with people, or as you're building on the vision, yes, there will be many people who catch the vision. They'll see the vision. But it will really do you no good if they catch the vision and don't support the vision. You want somebody on your side, on your support system, in your team, on your board, that's going to catch and run, not catch and release. You need people who are willing to put their hand to the plow when it's nothing. So when it grows to its fullest, they can say that they were there from the foundation. Well, really not the foundation, but when the work had to be put in. The harvest is plentiful and the laborers are few. So you make sure that you're not dealing with people who just want to hang out with you in your harvest, but don't want to do no work. Lessons learned, I'm telling you. You got to be willing to go to mile without anybody there. With your wonderful self and your cute self, sometimes you got to be willing to get dirty to make sure that the vision lives, that it gets to its full maturation. Yes, sometime crying, sometime crawling. Fortitude, divas. One more last thing. Always remember that, people come into your season for reasons, seasons, and lifetimes. Just because you had somebody start with you in the beginning doesn't mean that they're going to continue the journey with you. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people. It's okay if you have to remove someone from the vision. Keep them as your girl if that's the case. But if you have to remove them from walking with you, it's okay. It'll all pay off. Be sensitive to the season of people. Divas, you know the drill. You can catch us all day and all night on Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, iTunes, Tumblr. Make sure you go check out the new webpage, www.divaworld.org. Everything that we're doing is out there. All of our not all of our upcoming projects, but a few of the upcoming projects are out there. We're very excited about 2018 and what we're going to be doing. Staying in our lane, divas. That's staying in our lane. So until next time, keep it, diva. We acknowledge that we beat to the rhythm of a branded drum because we don't belong to ourselves. The D is because we were designed for such a time as this. The I is for our integrity and intelligence, but only as a minor strength. Our main strength is that we follow the wisdom of God. The V is for our vivaciousness. It flows through our veins like a subtle current in a torrent river. The A is because we are aimed to attain.